Okay, good morning everybody. My name is Leslie Williams. Today's date is May 17, 2015. And my watch is saying that it's exactly 8:35 a.m. I'm going to be moving from this area today. I'm going to have to make 2 trips. 80% of the tent has already been emptied and the tarps have already been taken off. And I have got property over there camouflaged by the cover of a brown umbrella skin. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk over here. Okay, I'm at RR Colony 5-1D. I caught massive gang stalking here yesterday on audio and video. Open gang stalking. Okay? So I'm walking over here because this is a prediction video. Now this video file runs by a time and date stamp on the actual file. Hold on a second. I'm here to check my bike to see if they flattened my tires or anything. But check this out. What they did yesterday was propped up a bunch of fucking assholes in this area over here, right on the other side of these fucking bushes. Okay? Within the last 15 minutes, they were hurt again. Hold on. And I just woke up. I haven't even been up an hour. So what I'm gonna do... this area right here. If any motherfuckers show up at this area or any area, like right at this area, any distance in between, like 300 feet, or any distance from either side, 300 feet today, as I'm preparing to move, and as I'm physically leaving with the property, it'll be directly connected to gang stalking no matter who it is, period. And this means anybody. I don't give a flying fuck if they're people with their kids or dogs, teenagers, kids themselves. I don't care. Hold on a minute, I gotta check my tires. Alright, now do you see this? This is a landmark showing where I'm at. Okay? I'm being gang stalked here, ladies and gentlemen. And what they basically did was they waited until I set up camp and then started the open massive gang stalking of me. Do you see where my tent's at right now? Okay, hold on, I gotta cough. Do you see where my tent's at right now? You know what they've been doing the last 2 nights? Waiting until right before dark, which is when I put up my tent, and then propping people up to stand directly out on the other side of those bushes that I just showed you. And what they did yesterday was they just stood there acting like they're on their cell phone, saying gang stalk as they're acting like they're talking on their cell phone, which is a method of gang stalking that's all over the internet. Hold on. Now, I'm gonna give you an example of what they did yesterday, and then I gotta go because I got shit to do. When you look at how gang stalking perpetrators will gang stalk a target to their apartment complex and then harass them on all sides, left side, in apartments adjacent to a target, on both sides, above and below. Just Google that. Google it and you see I'm telling you the truth. So what they did here last night was they propped up assholes directly on the other side of those bushes about 30 feet away, over there. Okay, after those assholes left, and when they left, they walked over there. They stopped, and when they got about right there, started harassing me. Then they walked over to the other side of those bushes over there and started harassing me. Okay? Then new people showed up over there. And I'm not just talking about from a distance, I'm talking about within 30 to 40 feet of those bushes. Okay? Caught massive gang stalking being said here at this area yesterday on video and audio. Now, what was caught was predicted by me earlier that morning and on previous dates that this shit would be caught. Because that's how they intentionally mentally remind me that I'm being gang stalked everywhere I go. Hang on. By tracking me to my camping areas and literally repeating the name of the crime that's happening to me, gang stalking. Now this is also done to produce psychological fear that I'll get caught camping. appearing in the morning as I'm attempting to quietly take down my tent, which makes a little bit of a measure of a noise. Like, see this black weatherization sheet, watch. Okay, and then I pull it off the tent. They know when I wake up in the morning that I take this tent down because I tweeted about it. That it's my goal to avoid arrest for illegal lodging. Go to Google and type in police and gang stalking. And recently I just discovered on the internet as I was typing it in, because a person sent me a YouTube comment saying that if you are hiking in parks, be careful because park rangers are involved in gang stalking. So I Googled it, and they are. It's all over the internet they are, and that it's all over the internet that they are involved in it in multiple states. Hold on. California included. Hold on. Right now I'm at RR County 5-1D, and what I'm doing is intentionally predicting what these filthy rats might do today. Now, before I get back to what they did yesterday, let me explain what I'm going to do today. Before I got outside of this tent, I bagged up what's going to be taken with me today in 2 trips. Okay? Because I'm going to another area. I'm not going to put up with this bullshit. See, what these fucking assholes want to do is tie you up. You ever hear that saying that you can't see the forest because of the trees? These are just people that are doing this, okay? But the people that they're using to do this are harassing me in the same way that I'm harassed along all my routes every day. So what they want to do is keep you tied up in the trees of the forest, the harassment. So you're not thinking clearly. Am I going to get caught camping as a result of them being in my physical proximity, and then them hearing me take the tent down, or waiting until an hour before dark and putting it up? Now, I made tweets on Twitter that I don't put my tent up until right before dark. Yesterday, all day long, it was quiet up until they harassed me just a teeny bit, okay? It was quiet all day, just a couple times during the day they harassed me, and that was it. But when it came to about 5:45 p.m., okay, I started putting this tent up usually about 6:30. They started harassing me for over an hour and a half. I wasn't able to quietly get inside my tent until almost 8:15 last night because of their whore asses. Now, when you go to Google and look at how they will gang stalk you to motel rooms, multiple different apartment complexes, and along all your routes, do you really think they're not gang stalking me to my hiking areas? Now, go to Google and type in Exposing Truth Twitter account. Now, the Twitter address is at the @ on your keyboard, Higgins, Higgins, GGGGG. Scroll to look at all tweets that were made, especially all the tweets that were made on the night of May 10th up until the night of May 16th. Okay, look at the evidence that was posted, indisputably showing that it was caught at this area. It was caught May 10th, right out in the open, and so an audio file. So what I did was, I took that pertinent section of that evidence and uploaded it to an Instagram video, and then posted the Instagram video to Twitter. Okay? Now, I haven't even been at this spot except for a fucking week. A week. Okay, at this particular spot, in this specific immediate area. Okay? And they're already starting to gang stalk me here. Now, this is done to make me extremely uncomfortable that I'll get caught camping if I'm seen or heard. That's why they're doing it in the morning before I can get the tent taken down, because this tent, taking it down and folding everything out, if they're standing 30 feet away, they're going to hear it. That's what they are trying to induce, is fear that I'm going to get caught camping. Now, I know this probably sounds a little bit crazy, but look at it this way. They literally have sent me text messages on my phone that they're going to send the police to my previous hiking area, which was RR County 5, which means it was on the same geographical property. Okay? They literally sent me a text message. See, it was on the morning of Christmas Day 2014 at that area. I heard some individuals walk by and say, "Gang stalk, why don't you call the cops on her and get her out of here?" I heard it. So what I did was I made a video on my phone about it, and then I sent a tweet about what I heard. Within a few hours, they sent me a text message to my phone stating that they were going to send the police to RR Colony 5 and have me arrested for illegal lodging. Now that right there shows that they're intentionally doing things to induce fear that I'm going to get caught camping. Okay? And this is done to keep you in a non-stop victimized mindset, because you gotta look at, they're combining the threats with the open harassment. This is done to keep you mentally focused on what they're doing. Now, the homelessness was created by the gang stalking. Okay, so you can also go to Google and type in UCSD and Law Library are the networking gang stalking. There's a massive amount of evidence in that blog. Okay, at least 70, 80 videos of each video showing me being harassed in the same exact identical way everywhere I go, every single day. It shows those text messages that I just talked to you about concerning them threatening to send the police to my previous hiking area after that tweet was sent about me hearing a threat that the police were going to be called while gang stalking was being said. Now, gang stalking has been caught on audio and video file here at this location. That proves I'm being stalked from place to place to place to place. Okay, hold on a second. So, one of the ways that they induce you, that you're going to get, induce this fear that they try to keep going daily by propping these assholes up in my physical proximity, outside of the fact that they intentionally come here on the other side of those bushes and stand and talk. They'll say things like, what's in here? Maybe we better go in here. That's done to intentionally make me hear it, while they can easily say, well, what is she talking about? We're just enjoying the area for the kind of area that it is. It's called dark neurolinguistic programming techniques. Basically, they first get your attention by making loud noise, clapping, whatever. And then what they'll do is, after the attention is gotten by making these noises, they'll then say the statements that are designed to produce fear. Why don't we go in here? What's in here? Or who's that? Or what's that sound? That's done to make you intentionally, mentally afraid that you're going to get caught camping and then arrested for same. Now look, what I'm describing to you is what's happening. I'm not the perpetrators here, which means what I'm trying to say is that what I'm doing is exposing what I'm experiencing. I didn't develop their techniques, and I am not the one who is responsible for what they're doing. What I'm doing is explaining to you the lengths that these filthy dumbass whores will go to keep a target in a psychological effect of fear. That they're going to get arrested for camping, that they're going to get seen camping, and possibly the police will be called because of it. Now, when you go to that blog, you're going to see the attached Instagrams. Okay, concerning the Christmas Day event, the text messages that were sent, the tweet that was sent before the text messages that was sent. You know, when I sent that tweet, it clearly shows in the tweet that I said, people walked by my area and said, gang stalk, why don't you call the cops on her and get her out of here? And then a few hours later, they sent me text messages threatening that they were going to do it. I took a snap screenshot of those text messages, sent them to Instagram, and then posted the Instagrams onto my Twitter account. Now, this indisputably proves that what I heard was true, because what I tweeted about concerning what I heard is identical to what they sent me text messages concerning hours later on the same date. Also, gang stalk has been caught being said repetitively here. Now, when you look in that blog, you'll clearly see that that is the same exact identical verbal harassment that they're doing towards me along all my routes. These are just people. But what they want to do is keep you tied up, like right now. You see, this is a wooded area. This is a wooded area of peace, tranquility, quietness. Nobody's bothering me right now, okay? Now, these are trees within the forest. What they do is the forest is reality. The trees in the forest concerning the gang stalking are them. They want to keep you focused on the trees, them, and their harassment, and what the harassment induces. Fear that you're going to get caught camping, or that you're going to be assaulted, or somebody's going to come up here and steal your property. By putting people up, okay, on the other side of those bushes, to say things to anchor the fear, to induce the fear. And this is what they want to do, is keep you in a psychological effect based on what you hear them doing, and based on how they're taking advantage of your camping situation, okay? It's all about inducing fear and keeping it going. Now, they're the filthy red-ass whores that fucking created the homelessness. And what they're doing is taking advantage of it. So now I'm having to move again. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I want you to see, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm putting up with every day along my routes. Now, what I'm going to do to complement this video is I'm literally going to get out one of my tape recorder that's literally tape recording my statements. I got two running right now. So let me set this camera down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this one off. Keep this one going. Okay? so I can play you some harassment that was caught at Ralph's just a few days ago. And what you're going to be listening for, I'm going to turn it off right now, but I got to make a statement in my other tape recorder before I do it. If anything happens while I'm doing this, it'll be gang stalking no matter how it occurs. Okay, so what I'm doing is turning this one off. Okay? And I gotta get, I'm gonna have to get my glasses out. Oh, maybe not, hold on. Now, what I'm getting ready to do right now is play you some tidbits of an audio file of me being at the Rouse grocery store right up the street. I left this location and went there. I want you to listen to how gang stalk and oh my god is repetitively said around me and Rouse. So I'm going to turn it on right now. You can't see the date because I didn't focus the camera onto this tape recorder before I started it. But you'll clearly be able to hear that it's a grocery store because of the cash register beeps. Just listen to how you hear gang stalk and oh my god constantly repeated around me. Just listen closely. If anything happens while I'm transferring this audio file to this video camera, it'll be gang stalking related. Just listen closely. I'm gonna call Yahoo and I guarantee I won't get through. Glasses.
Nope, just walked past you and Armando talking, went to the office to get my jacket.
Okay, if you see a pair of glasses, they're mine.
What, shades?
Just regular cheap glasses. Thank you. Just a gangster. Thank you. Hey, do you got a pen on you? Keep a pen on you. For you, my friend. Do you really? Do you really? I already forgot what I was going to write down now. She needs you. Here you go. Thank you. Have a good day. Excuse me. Hey, I like your hat. I guarantee you I won't get in. Okay, now let's press record again. Hold on a second. I gotta resituate this tape recorder on my person, so hold on a second. Okay, I now got two tape recorders recording. This black tape recording right now is a continuation of a previous audio file. Sorry about that, everybody. I had to make some statements in the tape recorder that I just got done transferring that audio from to the video camera. I started recording again on it. Now, what you just witnessed is what I put up with along all my routes, including at this area. Now, while that audio was transferring to the video, I took the tape. Now, what I'm going to be doing, this was an emergency spot that I moved to as a result of an event that took place in the first week of May. Originally, when I left that area, I moved way over there in order so I could get my bearings. I had to find a place right away, okay? And it was too out in the open compared to this place, okay? I scoped this area out but didn't use it right away. I stayed over there for about 4 or 5 nights. Was caught gang stalking being said in that area. So when you go to my Twitter account, make sure you look at the video that was uploaded on the night of May 10th. Okay? Then look at what was uploaded between May 10th and the night of May 16th. Okay? Just that right there in itself, not even looking at the blog title that I told you about, UCSD and Law Library, are they networking gang stalking? The evidence in that is astronomical. Now, what was caught on May 10th was caught over in that area, okay? Which is not even 300 feet from here, okay? Not even. In fact, you know, it's hard to gauge how many feet you are away from a place, but trust me, it's probably about more close to 200 feet, Now, 200 feet ain't that long of a distance when you look at all the obstacles that you gotta walk to when you're in the woods. Okay? In other words, it was right over there. I left here to go get my bike that was locked over there. I got the bike, took it up a very small hill, and right after I got it up the hill, I heard a person say gang stalk. So I said in my tape recorder, "He just said gang stalk." And as soon as I shut my mouth, he said it again. That proves I heard it to begin with, because it was said right after I said it. Now that's how they intentionally, mentally remind me that I'm a victim of this crime. And it's how they intentionally, mentally let me know I'm being gang stalked. Because gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalk weird, gang stalk suck my dick, gang stalk crazy is being said along my, gang stalk, oh my god, it's said along my routes everywhere I go, every day. Everywhere I go. It's the same exact identical verbal harassment because they want to keep you in the same exact psychological effect. Now this crime is also coupled with trauma, like assaults, robberies, rapes, staged arrests. So go to Google and type in park rangers and gang stalking. And I'm not saying that that specifically applies to me, and I'm not. Okay? The point being is through the tracking, the illegal tracking of a target, they prop up this harassment around the target. Because when you look at the videos that are in that blog and see all the multiple different places, okay, that this is happening to me at, you'll clearly be able to see that the only way that they could prop up this harassment is that they gotta know where I'm at and who I am to do it. Because the harassment is identical. Now, what I'm gonna be doing today, all this stuff that you see hanging here right now, the only reason why it's even here is because it rained for 2 days. It finally ended yesterday morning. So I had to be able to put my tent up on some type of weatherization sheet to keep the wet ground, the wetness from the ground, from soaking in onto the floor of my tent, which would then soak into my sleeping bag, because the weight of my body would soak it in through the bottom of the tent. Otherwise, this shit wouldn't even be here. So I'm going to let it air out while I'm preparing this other shit. And what I'm going to have to do is make 2 trips here today. Leaving here, taking property to another location, getting it settled there, coming back here and getting that. If anybody appears within any area within 300 feet of that exit right over there that I showed you at the very beginning of this video, I don't give a flying shit how they act verbally. It'll be done to induce fear that people are seeing me coming and going, especially with a massive amount of property. Because what you got to understand here, ladies and gentlemen, is that there's massive homelessness in San Diego County. At least 12,000 people are homeless in San Diego County alone. Hold on. Which means that you can walk up any street on any given day, every day, and see homeless people carrying their stuff. So San Diego residents are aware of what a homeless person looks like. Think about it. A person's carrying a big duffel bag, a backpack, and massive stuff in the basket on their bike. So that they can easily, with normal appearing excuses, see me coming out with all this stuff and say, well, she looks like she's homeless and in here camping. We better call the police. And that's why they prop them up when I'm going to leave here. Now, you might think to yourself, well, how do they know when I'm leaving? Go to Google and type in cell phone tracking and gang stalking and how they're using target cell phones as GPS trackers. And they got technology that can track you down within 10 feet. Literally, just Google and YouTube and you'll see I'm telling you the truth. Cell phone tracking and gang stalking. They also set up physical observers, okay, to be in the area who watch you from a distance while being completely quiet. And I already know they're doing it because I hear them sometimes walking around, okay? Just trust me on this, okay? When you look at the evidence in that blog, you'll easily deduce in your mind, even just using common sense, that I'm experiencing this crime. Look, the blog alone shows you that I'm experiencing this crime everywhere I go, every day. The only way that this could happen is if I'm being tracked. So do you really think that they're not tracking me here? So how are they able to prop up all the harassment I endure everywhere I go, every day, including it already being caught at this area, if I wasn't being tracked and observed? Because when I left here on the night of the 10th, I literally left this spot and walked to an area over there to get where my bike was at. To unlock my bike, take it up a small hill, and as soon as I got to the top of that hill, gang stalk was said. Now, when I was still at this area, I started a tape recording audio file, and I said, let's see if you hear gang stalker. Oh my God. I did a few things. I then picked up my backpack and my duffel bag. I left here, walked over to that area, got the bike, took it up the small ledge, and as soon as I got up the ledge, gang stalk was said. So they had to know when I was arriving at that spot for me to hear it. Do you understand? Okay, so that audio, okay, is on my Twitter account at the @ okay, Higgins, Higgins, GGGGG, 4 G's. Higgins, GGGGG. That's my Twitter account. Go into it. Go into my tweets, my tweet history. Scroll until you find the tweets that were posted on the night of May 10th, up until all tweets that were posted up until the night of May 16th. And you'll clearly see just that evidence alone that this is happening to me at this area and at other hiking areas. Absolutely. And then you can ask yourself, why won't the San Diego Police Department investigate what's happening to me? Go to Google and type in gang stalking and police. And make no mistake about it, go to Google and type in gang stalking and park rangers. So, I'm going to have to make 2 trips leaving here with property today. Once I get this shit packed up, and yesterday I buried a tent here. Okay? And so I'm going to have to dig that up. Okay, because I want to take it with me. So I'm still gonna be here for at least an hour and a half. We're gonna see if any of these 2 tape recorders that I got running on me right now pick up, and the video camera, pick up anybody saying gang stalk, oh my god. People clapping, which is another method of gang stalking. People yelling, suck my dick. People saying, what's in here? Let's go in here. Okay? If anybody appears within 300 feet of me, especially concerning where the exit is, as I'm taking the first trip to get out of here, while I'm here, as I'm taking the first trip to get out of here, and then when I come back to get the second load, and then leaving from that trip, it'll be directly connected to gang stalking. And if anybody is at any of the areas that I go to that I've already scoped out before, they'll be propped up because they know what I'm doing. Absolutely. Okay, I tweeted this morning that I'm moving. Okay, so what I'm saying is this, the morning of the 17th of May, what I'm saying is this, they know that I've already scoped these areas out because I was GPS to them on previous dates. Think about it this way, how did they know to gang stalk me here when I moved here from RR Colony 5, a different area on the same geographical property where the same method was caught towards me at that place? And then the same method was indisputably caught towards me at my previous hiking area, which is not even on this property. So, GPS tracking a target in real time is how they know where the target's at. They just learn the target's habits, routines, where they've been, where they dropped property off in the past, and they just prop up assholes to be there in order to take away my available options concerning where I'm going to go camping at, even just for a night. Because what they're trying to do is steer me to a secluded location where there's no neighbors close by. They can hear me scream. Robbery, rape, assaults, or a combination of all 3, including property theft. And when I go to any of these areas today, within the next upcoming week, because today's Sunday, so it's the beginning of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I'm going to be going to other areas where property was dropped off at. Let's see if any homeless men are at these areas or arrive, and let's see if any law enforcement shows up. Or neighbors, kids, teenagers, whatever. I guarantee you right now, I'm predicting it on today's date. Okay? Today's date is May 17, 2015. What I'm doing is exposing evidence, predicting what's going to happen, and then when it occurs, it'll show that I'm being stalked from place to place to place to place. Okay? So you can witness my experiences. I gotta go, I got shit to do. If any fucking person, including any type of law enforcement, shows up in my physical proximity in the next 72 hours, in the next 5 days, from this second forward, especially within the next 72 hours, no matter where I'm at, if I'm arrested, assaulted, robbed, intimidated, if I notice any property stolen at my other areas, okay, or if any of my selected areas that I've selected in the past, okay, are used by homeless people, it'll show that these motherfuckers are trying to steer me to other places. Remember, think about it this way, use your mind. How do they know how to prop up harassment at places, even places that I'd never even been to before, okay? How do they know to prop up people at these places unless I wasn't being tracked? In real time. Okay? Alright, I gotta go. Thanks for listening to this video. In fact, this video applies for the next 30 days, but especially for the next week and the next 4 days within this week. Thank you.